Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about one of the important lessons about micro initiative and microeconomics. Economics 102 Introduction to Microeconomics. Microeconomics, the study of how resources are allocated to various use in society. Each society must answer the following three questions. Number one, what to produce, how to produce it, and for whom do we produce it. An economy or resource process is operating efficiently if it cannot make more of one good without making less of another. This is called economic efficiency. Opportunity cost. The quantity of a good we must sacrifice to obtain one more unit of some other good. Economic model. Model are simplified representation of reality used to study and understand relationship in a real world. Models are by nature abstractions. The trick is choosing the correct level of abstraction. Most economic models are built with mathematics, graphs, and equation. Example, a simplified economy with limited resources for production. Resources 100 workers who can pick berries or catch fish, 50 net for collections, fish or berries. The available technology works. W equals to 1 bushels of berries per day. 1 W equals to 1 pound of fish per day. Net 1 net equals to half bushels of berries per day. 1 N equals to 2 pound of fish per day. If all of our resources were used to produce fish, 100 W 1 pound per day per work plus 50 N 2 bushels per day per work, 100 pound of fish per day. If all of our resources were used to produce berries, 100 W 1 bushels per day per works plus 50 N half bushels per day per N, 125 bushels of berries per day. We would like to know all the possible combinations of the fish and berries our society can produce. As we transfer resources from the fish production to berry productions, we will transfer the least productive fish production first. In our example, this means we will transfer workers first. We will continue transferring workers until only workers are picking berries and all nets are being used to catch fish. If we want still more berries, we must shift net from fish production to berry production. The term of the trade-off of fish for berries will worsen. When we transfer a worker from fish to a berry production, we give up pound of fish and we gain one additional bushels of berries. This implies that 1 pound of fish equals to 1 pound of berries. When we transfer a net from fish to berry production, we give up 2 pounds of fish and we gain half additional bushels of berries. This implies that 4 pound of fish equals to 1 bushels of berries. Production possibilities curve, a graph of all economical efficiency combinations of the good the society is able to produce. The changes is slope is the diagram to tell us how the rate of exchange or the rate of transformation of the goods between fish and berry changes as we continue to transfer resources from one product to the other. The rate of transformations of the PPC is the rate of commercially efficient changing. It tells us the opportunity cost of one good in the terms of another. There is a graph. Graph is the bushels of the berries per day, pound of fish per day. Rate of transformation, change it pound of fish per day, change it bushels of berries per day as we move along the PPC. In other words, it is the slope of the PPC. On the support part of the curve, the slope is 1. On the lower part of the curve, the slope is -4. The rate of transformation measures the amount of one good we must sacrifice to get 1 unit of the other, or the opportunity cost. The opportunity cost of the bushels of the berries is 1 pound of fish on the upper part of the curve and the 4 pound of the cheese on the lower part of the curve. The PPC will shift outwards. In addition, productive resources are made available. If current available resources become more productive, if more productive ways of combining resources are found. Suppose our technology change so that nets become more productive than they were previously. The new technology is 1 n equals to 1 buses of the barriers per day instead of half buses per day. 1 n is equal to 2 buses of fish per day, same as before. If the rate of transformation changes continuously along with the curve, then we can continue a transfer resources from fish to berry production. Each additional buses of the barriers will require a large sacrifice of the fish production than the previous one. Thus, the barriers become more expensive in terms of the fish production. As we make more and more on them, the opportunity cost of the barrier continually increase. So, the each additional buses require a large reductions of pound of fish production. So this is the interesting discussions on the economy, and this economy can play a major role for development of the human resources. And micro initiative always important, because 70% of our economy actually micro initiative. 70% of our fact is a micro fact, and for this micro initiative we need more of the success. We need more government subsidy, we need more corporate engagement, we need more support from the local communities, and we need to train the human resources with the modern science, modern engineering, modern technology. And this is the way we can grow, and this is the way we can survive. And the COVID-19 situations, we have to feel that the small economy can play a major role for the organization, for the country, for the global community. So we need to be more careful about them, and we need to take necessary initiative for that. Thank you everyone. If you have any kind of questions, you can ask me. uh, Thank you everyone.